everyone, this is Amanda, also known as Fixing the Starrin. Today is putting away money towards debt. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I don't have anything super exciting to say. We are in the midst of the work week, but nothing bad. And the car is working great, so those are all positives. What we're going to start off with first is Taco Tuesday binder, even though we're doing this on Wednesday or Thursday. Sometimes it changes, but regardless, if it's not really done on Tuesday. This is from Mischief Managed Budgets and Champagne's Corner. Each month has pre-designated dated days. Basically, whichever Tuesday it lands on in the calendar year is the number that you're going to see. So I did put stickers on them. That was my own doing, so it doesn't come with stickers. But this is one of the first things I started when I started saving, and I just wanted to scratch off things so bad. So that's why they're scratchers. All right, let's go ahead, and I actually don't know which one's next. I'm going to assume it's this one. It is. Okay, so that one is $16. I've noticed I have like a little pinky that sticks out, just like if I'm drinking some tea. And so when I'm editing the videos, it's all I can see. Okay, so that is 16. Let's come in the back here. We have one. So I'm going to confuse myself. Let me get the 16 first. And then let's cash condense this. It's embarrassing to say that I get confused that easily, but you know, I know my boundaries. Okay, so technically we have two 10s, so we're going to grab a 20. Then we're going to put a 10 back, put the 5 back, and that should give us 32. Hopefully I did that right. All right, and just like that, we're done with this one. Okay, I didn't trust myself, and I'm glad I didn't, because I did butcher that. So we should have 27. So we're going to put the 10 back. We're going to grab a 5. Didn't seem like my math was mathing, but I guess I was just trying to add more to it. All right, so that one is done, even though I tried to sneak more money into it. Next, we're going to do our Periodically. This is from Eva over at Budget Your Life. She is on Etsy as well, and I believe Ko-fi. Yeah, she's on Ko-fi, and then she has her own website, so she's all over. There's no excuses. So we are saving numbers on the periodic table to put away money towards our debt. This could also be used as like a Roth IRA, the maximum that you can put it in every year without having taxes taken out. I think that's not legal advice. Don't quote me. I'm not even there yet, so I might not know what I'm talking about. And obviously, if you make a lot of money, I don't think you qualify for that type of savings either. But again, not legal advice. I have no idea what I'm saying. But let's go ahead. I do want to put another 50 in here, but I also want to mark off a lot. So I think if we do and when I say I think, I calculated. So I think if we do the 7, the 16, and the 27, that would all equal out to $50. So we are doing cobalt, I never say that right, sulfur, and then nitrogen. I should have known the nitrogen one. Tis tis. Okay, so cobalt. Keep wanting to go for that iron. Okay, so we have a couple more stuff, and $50 we're gonna put towards our periodically challenge, and that goes in the back of our scratch off binder. Okay, and now we're going to do some scratch offs and see where we can get with that. I like to go around at least once. Although this I'm going to do a couple rolls because it doesn't seem right just to do one. I do say whatever the number of dies that I roll on. So we have a 5. Let me find a marker, hold on. Alright, so we have a 5. So I'll color that in. We have a 2. We have a 4. So I think that's 11. So another 2. So we're at 13. Excuse my coloring. 5. Oh, nope, that's not 5. So that should be 19. I'm tempted to go one more time, but I think I'm gonna stop. Okay, so just double checking myself. We have 10, 14, nope, it's 18. So 10, 4, so that's 14, 16, 18. So it's $18. My math is not doing that good tonight. Okay. So we have 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18 added into that little fund. I'm really excited to see how much this adds up to. Normally I do count my debt. I wanted to do it a little bit different this month and wait to see how much is saved. So I hope you guys don't mind. The only one that has not gotten any love, all the rest of them are kind of neck and neck, is my poor little whale. And honestly, that's what I wanted to win the most. That and the turtle. So okay. Next is the Faithful Dash, Karen. And this is one of her Ko-fi memberships. Let's go ahead and roll. I have no idea where we left off again. Actually, let's just scratch off the scratchers and see where we go from there. So that's 4 and 9. Okay, doable. So let's see what the rest of the rolls are. Six, so that's 15. Oh, where am I going? And 6. So that's 21. 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yay, I got it right. All right, so this one's getting $21 and it is done. So that's great. This one, we'll go ahead and count out since we completed it. This one saved us, just double checking myself. This one saved us 20, 30, 45, 55, 56, 57, and 58. So one completed challenge going towards debt. Woohoo! All right, this one I snuck in there. This is, oh, I just realized that I already have one of these from the person, so I'm not gonna bring that one out. I don't want to do a whole bunch of love for the same person. I want to try to be fair. So we'll just move on to the next one. So this is from Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. It's so super cute. It says, my ducks are absolutely not in a row. One is heading for the hills, one is sleeping, one is refusing to move, and pretty sure one is a sequel. And I just, like I said the last time we played this, I thought I had a favorite, but I really don't. Like the seagull started off, but I love this wandering duck, and then this little frumpy duck is like a mood. So, and then I always want to sleep. So yep, I'm pretty sure it's all the moods of Amanda. So let's go ahead and just do random scratch offs. This should save us $40 when we're done. That is $2. Let's do this one. So that's $6 total so far. And that's 4, so that should be $10. So let's go ahead and leave it at that. I do not want to finish this challenge just yet. Honestly, I might redo it because I just love it so much. Okay, this one is a membership from the Snow Gardener 307. This is part of her monthly memberships, and it says, some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, others make it happen. And this is a quote by Michael Jordan. I'm going to go ahead and scratch it off. This should save us $100 when we're done. Do not know if we're going to get done with it this month, but we will see where we get. Again, I'm going to randomly scratch off. I've been kind of going solo with this. That is $15. Do you want to go again? Let's go ahead and go again. I do want to work in my book, but I just don't want to do just one. I always get nervous about corners, and that's why. So that's $29. Eek. Let's find $1, and we are going to take 30. Kind of regretting this now. 10, 20, 30. And we'll put that in there. Next is, we have not been doing book love at all. Next is going to be from Debt Free by 43. I hope I'm debt free by 43. I do not think we're going to be that good to go, but I can manifest it, right? I have remnants from the last challenge. Okay, so that's Mr. Nessie. I love Nessie. All you need is to believe in yourself. I don't know if I already said that, but it doesn't hurt to say it again. This will save us $95 when we're done. So again, another bigger challenge. Let's go ahead and scratch off a couple and hope we don't go too crazy. So we have 3. Let's do this one. We have 8. And we'll actually, should I go again? I don't know if we're going to be able to play in our other book. 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's do one more. And I regret it again. I'm being too greedy today. So 11 and then 8, so that's 19. 10, 15, 16, 17, actually. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do it. We don't have any ones. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Okay. Too greedy today. Feeling dangerous. Okay. The last one is from Beautiful Budgets Co. This will save us $100 on this side and then $150 on this side at least. So this is probably not going to be done for a couple of months because they are higher numbers, and that's completely fine. Let's go ahead and scratch off one, see how we do. Okay, so we have $5 or $15. So if you guys know me, you know I always try to save whatever the higher number is, and I always try to double instead of skip. No, it's not always possible, but that is my goal. So we're going to do 15, 5, 10, and 15, and that's it. That's all we're doing, because that's all we pretty much have. So let's put that back. Wish I had the money when I first started the challenge to put towards debt. I would love that. I was rolling in some money, but it was also when we had more help from Annabeth's dad, but it's okay. It's a circle of life, so I'm not too upset about it. We've done okay, even with the surprises that life throws at us, so I'm just grateful that we've been okay. All right, so we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. So what I actually think I want to do, we're not going to do the Bake It book this time. We're going to go to the Life of a Duck. I've explained previously that this has a whole bunch of colors that I haven't even gotten close to finishing. So why not do some of these? Let's finish this flower page if we can. I'm going to use my other markers though. Hopefully this one's working. I don't think it was working very good the last time. Okay. It's not. It wants to give up. These are $1 a piece, so we're going to go ahead and I'm hoping it'll like magically come back to life. So we're going to go ahead and put in $5. I am not being in the lines today. Okay, so there's 5, and then it looks like I made these 3, so let's take out the 5 so I don't forget. 3, 6, 9, damn, you're fine. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and finish it. But what color do we want to make it? Let's do some purple flowers. Annabeth, my daughter, she had her first loss as a 911 dispatcher. Not on the call. She hasn't had that happen yet, thankfully. She's still rather new to 911 dispatching. But when she was in high school, she got to do ride-alongs because she knew she wanted to do something in criminal justice. So thankfully her school had a criminal justice program. She got to do, on her senior year, she had to be 18. But in her senior year, she got to do ride-alongs, and she got to go, I don't think she actually got to, but some of the kids got to go to like a mock crime scene investigation so they can see what they do. And that's pretty much her ultimate goal, is to help with crime scene investigation, the psych aspect of it and the forensics. So she decided to be a 911 dispatcher because she got her certification while she was still in high school. So that was all part of the criminal justice program, and she really, really enjoyed it. And it's really weird because I remember when I was her age and all throughout high school, I had no idea. I wasn't even thinking about college, and this girl has had the idea to be this since probably her sophomore year. Junior or freshman, she was still trying to figure it out, but since her sophomore year, she's kind of had an idea of what she wanted to be. Now, she could always change her mind, but as of right now, she's in her bachelor's. She just graduated this past June, and she's in her bachelor's program of criminal justice. So far, she still likes it, but she has her 911 dispatcher, and on her ride-along, she had a cop. She got to meet a whole bunch of different cops in different districts, and we had just this horrible thing happen, and I just felt awful. But she knows him, and she actually was talking to him on dispatch when the day before this incident happened. But unfortunately, it sounds like there's just this man who was not mentally right and decided that this cop was not a good guy, and he went up and he hurt him. And it's just a wild story. It really makes you wonder, like, what was the guy even thinking? Because the guy was at work. He worked at a gas station, and the cop wasn't undercover. He wasn't even in his uniform. He was off duty, close to his home, and just went into the gas station to get a couple things. But that's where he frequented since it was close to home. And this guy apparently just that worked at the gas station just thought he was a really bad guy, and just got it in his mind that, like, this guy was not a good guy and was gonna hurt him. And so he went and he hurt the cop instead, and it's just awful. And I always feel like I'm like Debbie Downer, but I just also feel like I work in a field where talking about it helps me, and I hope it helps other people. But all that to say, we're going to put this on Life of the Duck. All that to say, I told Annabeth, because she's having a hard time, that I thought it would really help her if she went to one of the vigils for the for her peer and her friend. And not that they were good friends, but you know, she really respected him. She should go to the vigil. And I said if they start a meal train, because she likes to cook, I said cook something in the meal train. Sign up to do a meal train date. And I kind of explained to her what a meal train was. And then also I said, you know, your coworkers at the city are probably going to be really sad because that was their coworker. So she went and brought them donuts, and it did make her feel a little bit better. So hopefully that helped. I mean, obviously it's not about her per se, but I hope that in helping the people that were directly affected by it, it helped her too. Like, I hoped it helped with some of the healing too, to feel like she was helping people that needed the help in such an awful situation. So that was my whole point. Again, I feel like I tell Debbie Downer stories, but I feel like there's always a point to it. So I'm so sorry. Not a Debbie Downer. But it is very awful what happened. Okay, went down a rabbit hole. So we have $1, 2, 3, 4, and $5 left. And my goal is to go back to my debt binder And Snowburner 307, the challenge that I'm using, has a rollover side. Now it's not technically meant for a rollover, but that's what I'm doing it for. So we're gonna go ahead and put $5 towards this. Let's go ahead. We will do a 2 and a 3. Yeah, so if you guys ever get the impression that I just see bad, it's just how I process. I really don't see bad. I talk out my feelings, but I can also understand how it looks like that. Talk out my feelings, and I hope that when I'm talking out my feelings, if it happens to help someone else in the process too, that would be awesome, because you know, life isn't easy. And just like I was talking about on another video, there's a lot of not good stuff happening in the world, and so if anything I can say can like make the soreness of how hard life can be a little bit easier and remind you to see the good in it too, then that's my goal. My goal is to make you know, yes, there are bad things, but there's also really, really good things too. So just letting this dry off. That is it though. That's all I have for my savings. It went really, really fast because I was just being messy. But we did manage to put in $200 for the week for debt, so it still went in there, just went by fast because of me being a little challengey. My binder's trying to run away. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday or Thursday whenever this comes out, and I will see you on the next video for my Freebie-ish Friday. See you later.